Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Good evening. I'm Leslie Mota. Welcome to the nightly recap powered by Gokhshtein News Network, your trusted source for politics, crypto, and everything in between that makes you question reality. Oh my goodness. I am having technology issues tonight, and literally, I think the intern that wrote the script for me tonight has issues with me because I have no idea how in the heck I can read this and get through. And maybe I should have not been fighting. I wasn't fighting. We were debating earlier today in text messages. I may read some of these text messages out for some of y'all to read. But anyway, I'm like really drunk tonight. So apologies for the horrible makeup. Not sure if you've noticed, but I've been getting all dressed up lately, mostly because I love teasing you little degens. Mostly, yeah, I'm talking to one particular person, but I can't even say their name. So I'm like, I can't. But I can really go for a golden shower. And by that, I mean some spoiling me with actual gold bars. Have you seen the price of gold lately? Sheesh. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into the news because I'm freezing, not like as in cold, but it seems like my internet is going whack again today, and I really, really, really tried. Anywho, watch out. Google, there's a new heavyweight in town. Bitcoin has climbed past Google, becoming the world's fifth most valuable asset by market cap. How about that, guys? We're going to get through the news fast today. JD Vance joked he would have given Putin a child if not for his impeccable pullout game. Vice President JD Vance warns that the US may pull out if Russia and Ukraine fail to reach an agreement. I mean, at least some men know how to pull out while others don't, right? Everything's bigger and more bullish in Texas. Texas held a hearing earlier today regarding creating a strategic Bitcoin reserve. I mean, if you guys didn't know, Texas does have Riot Labs, and Riot Labs is it's not one of, they are the largest mining facility in the world. So, I mean, Texas already has big things out there. Right, I'm cowboy. The US enjoys playing rough on the global stage, but after hooking up with every nation, abstinence might be the next move. The US is weighing a potential 50% cut to tariffs on Chinese imports, even as Beijing accuses Washington of mistreatment and global isolation. You know, the US is kind of reminds me of, that man that has a shitload of women, and then isolates one of them, and that one that he isolates turns out to become a psychotic, and then they go back and forth and, end up having a baby together. And that's probably what's going to happen between the US and China. US is that man that has a lot of chicas. But China is really complicating things. Treasury Secretary Besson says China's economy needs rebalancing, adding that the White House is actively considering a tariff reduction. President Trump says a fair trade deal with China is on the way. In response, China signaled it's open to restarting trade talks, but warns it won't negotiate under pressure. The White House maintains it won't roll back tariffs without a concrete deal in place. President Trump reinforces that stance, warning that if no agreement is reached, new tariffs on China could take effect within 2 to 3 weeks. Let me reread that because it got cut off. President Trump reinforces that stance, warning that if no agreement is reached, new tariffs on China could take effect within 2 to 3 weeks. Finally, China reiterates its willingness to re-engage in talks with the US. Happy for them. What do y'all think? Are we moving in the right direction? Is everything just going to shit? The ball is in our court, and we're showing up with a serious D. Vietnam officially began trade discussions with the United States today. Secretary Scott Bessent was spotted crying in the shower today listening to Drake while tweeting. Treasury Secretary Bessent clarifies America first doesn't mean America alone. Ah, Landy, I hope it's okay. I can't even read the comments in my screen. I have to look down. And I am pausing like if I truly, really was drunk. You know, it's like you're reading something and then you pause and your eyes roll and all that crazy stuff happens. I have no idea what the F is happening today. Sometimes my connection is great, sometimes it's not. Every day that I come to do the live, every single time I do it, it's like it's one of those mysterious games. Is the connection going to be good today or is the connection going to suck? I don't know. It's almost like those one emotional relationships that people have, right? Toxic emotional relationships. Thankfully, I don't have one except with my internet. I couldn't care less about anything Swiss unless it's cheese. Roche, the Swiss pharma giant, plans to invest 50 billion in the US to sidestep trade tariffs. Okay, David, whatever. If I try switching connection right now, I forgot to do it before I came on. I don't know if it's going to cut the live and I really don't want to do it. I do save the bandwidth for Fridays. You know, Fridays has to be extra special. Everybody knows why. Okay, I think I'm back. I don't know what happened. Everything dropped over here on my end. Can y'all see me? How's it connected? Is it better? Wait, are we live? Are we ready to roll? You know, every single time that this happens to me, my connection is crap. David always says that he's going to get me a Starlink, and that Starlink never comes through and never arrives. So, what is it gonna be? I am not gonna get Starlink by myself. I'm having this show on the Gokhshtein network. Gokhshtein. That is the name of the game. So, if you want my connection to get better, bro, you have to invest in me. I'm investing in you by putting my face out here. But anywho, man, I wish David would just hand me $500 million. Soul Strategies is launching a 500 million convertible note to facilitate aim at Solana investments. Yay, go for them. But anywho, I wanted to go back to the previous news before I became frozen. My connection was whack and you guys couldn't see me. I read about Roche, the Swiss pharma giant, plans to invest 50 million in the US to sidestep trade tariffs. We already know that big pharma owns a lot of you know what, maybe I shouldn't because that's conspiracy theory and that can go down another rabbit hole. I am on the GNN. I am on the Gokhshtein News Network, and I don't want to get David canceled. You know, it's like I don't want to get his company shut down if I say shh about pharma and all this BS. So I'll just keep that for another day for a conspiracy theory. Um, Space. And David, you're not my dad. You can't tell me what to do. If you're not on this live with me, mind your business. I will stay to the script or I will say whatever the hell I want to say. You ain't the boss of me. You might think you're the boss of me, but I'm actually the boss of you, sir. I heard there's another crypto frenzy happening. If you catch my drift, SEC Chair Paul Atkins is scheduled to speak at the SEC's Crypto Roundtable on April 25th. Who's going to attend? What the F is happening in the chat? Tammy, can you 911 call me? I have no idea. I'm not reading the chats right now. Aren't you just exhausted from all the winning? I don't know about you, but all I'm hearing is whining. President Trump declares we're going to make a lot of money for our people. President Trump has been saying that we are going to be making a lot of money since day one, right before office, during office. And I mean, where's people making money? People are just investing, getting drained. Oh, let's move along. I feel like today I can't be myself and I can't say the things that I really want to say because I feel like at any moment somebody's going to come and shut me down, especially if I say something negative about Trump, which I really do respectfully. And the only reason that I want to say it is just to trigger David. Tammy, I love you. I don't want to trigger you. I just want to trigger David because he's very easily to get triggered, especially when you talk about Trump. Maybe it's time for the G Media team to get matching Toyotas. Toyota is investing 88 million in the US to ramp up hybrid vehicle production amid rising tariffs. David promised the intern and I a Tesla, so he wants us to get vehicles in the US. Then he needs to invest in the intern and I think no wait, we test drove a white one the other day. It was pretty awesome. We picked up the crew. They were not all in the car with us, but yeah, we picked them up. We had a good time. We did podcasting from the car, and then David just all of a sudden got out of the car and ran into the woods. So we have no idea what the hell happened with David. Right, Tammy, when I went and picked you up, but I have no idea. He's just different like that. Trump says Uncle Sam can kiss his ass. Trump claims tariffs will lead to major tax relief for Americans. I'm not even feeling the tax relief right now. Everything is going, it's a disaster out there. It's like tax relief, and look at what's happening. Anyways, if you can't see and read the news, I'm not going to tell you. I'm just here to read whatever the intern wrote for me tonight. And so I don't get fined. Trump says he doesn't want to crush crypto millionaires' dreams, so he'll lower the price of Lambos. Trump is looking to shield automakers from certain U.S. tariffs. That's good. So apparently, the U.S. only has 38 states now. 12 states are suing the Trump administration over tariff policies, taking the case to the U.S. Court of International Trade. Well, I mean, if the state doesn't want to agree with you, if they think that you're doing something that's not benefiting them or their state, like, I mean, all of a sudden it's an enemy. It's like when you're working with a coworker and both of you guys can't agree and can't be on the same page and can't see eye to eye. Why can't you understand each other's differences? Why do you have to fight with one another? I mean, I don't know. Maybe David can answer that. Let me tell you, it's always the smallest people making things difficult, almost as if they're just trying to overcompensate for something. Trump believes there's already a deal with Ukraine and Russia, but admits working with Zelensky has proven difficult. I think the intern is taking some of my quotes, but he put this one PG. Thank you for that. Trump's relationship with maple syrup is like his policy, sweet at first, but you never know if it's going to stick. Speaking of sticky things, actually, I'll save that for later, another time. Trump says tariffs on Canadian goods could rise, but negotiations with Canada are underway. Oh my goodness gracious. People, We are at the end of the show. I was able to get through the news in under 30 minutes. Last time I was on the news with David, it took us an hour because David loves to hear himself talk. He just talks and talks and talks and blames it on the females. I'm not sure why he thinks that he doesn't talk a lot. Can somebody please record him, or as might as well, like, David, play back your shows. Like, you talk for days. Anywho, David, for I do want to say something, and I do want to pick a bone with David. David said I'm conservative and that I look like a Mexican cowgirl. Cute, yeehaw, but quiet. But how do I look tonight, everyone? Do I look like a cowgirl? I try to be a little bit conservative, but better than David sprinting down the street off of 3 Apex pills, 2 Celsius, and 1 bad decision. And at least I'm not sweating through my hair, because David sweats through his hair. Anywho, everybody, tune in to our shows on the network. We do have tomorrow David's a space. David, what is your space called? Because right now I'm drinking something out of my cup. I can't even speak anymore. I don't even know what I'm saying, so I don't even remember the name of your show. But anyway, it's supposed to start at 9:30 in the morning. Not sure when it starts, because David lives on his own time. And then after that, he does have the breakdown tomorrow at 1 Eastern Standard Time. That I do remember. And he is going to have his special guest. So you want to tune into that, because it's going to be an interesting chat, interesting stories. Bro, I do have the hiccups. And then after that, tune into the Griff Report with one of my favorite hosts, Hotep Jesus. Everybody make sounds for him. Woo, Hotep, where is he? He'll be back on Friday. And he is going to be doing the Griff Report on Kick at 2 p.m. Then you have Money Maxis at 2 p.m. Spaces here on X. And then you have Jolie Kennis at 4 on YouTube. And then we're going to be back tomorrow at night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with David Gokhshtein. He is going to be doing the nightly recap all by himself, thankfully, because sometimes, bro, I can't. And then we do have a show. It's starting. It's a new show. It's going to be hosted by the intern. It's going to be at what time? Is it 1 or 2 in the morning? He wants to call it Bros Before Hoes, or Bros Before. I don't remember the name of it. I was like, abso-freaking-lutely not. So we're still thinking about the show. And then on Sunday, you have Jolie's, you have Boss, and then Tammy, Jess, and I back with our conspiracy theory show on Sunday. Anywho, man, I got through that. Anywho, everybody, that's it for tonight's show. And just remember, if anybody tells you you can't do it, especially David, you probably can't do it. So at the end of the day, do whatever the hell you want to do. Don't listen to anybody, especially not David. And David, please don't wear t-shirts tomorrow. Look a little bit more professional. Yes. The intern did get a show. Here, let me see what he... Intern, what's the name of your show? Oh, can I tell you guys one more thing before we leave here? I'm going through my messages, and the intern was going back and forth with me today. Everybody knows that I troll David. I am David's biggest troll. The freaking intern trolled me today. The troll was trolled. How the hell does that even happen? It never happens. And I do have a picture of the intern. I already sent it in the group chat of, but he's wearing a mask and stuff like that. Intern, can I share that? But, anyways, the intern will have a show tonight. It's going to be called Shrimp and Micheladas. Not sure why it's going to be called shrimp or what it's reference to. But it's going to be shrimp and micheladas. So tune in later. Promo video coming out soon. Everybody, peace, good night, and we will see you back tomorrow. I will see you guys back on Friday with Hotep.